Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Um, we have collected blight samples. Kind of a gross and gooey kind of task, but it needed to be done. Helping out our new allies, some of the Grey Wardens. Some ore, some heartwood. All right. Oh, that sounds fun.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden,
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Until you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to Blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Why listen to the experts? You've clearly got this handled.
That's enough from you. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed Blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the Blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control Blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But
The Blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the Blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
I don't like him.
That
Like,
went
at
poorly.
all.
Even for a talk with him.
What an asshole. A lot of people are gonna die for his arrogance.
Maybe.
So much for convincing the Wardens.
we can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
Nice.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
Oh, that is some cool imagery right there. Antoine and Evka tried to convince the First Warden that the Blight has changed and the gods were responsible, but he refused to listen. It wasn't the outcome they wanted, but they weren't giving up there. They ordered back to Weishaupt. Antoine and Evka promised to keep investigating the Blight and send word if they learned anything more. Yeah, that
We
guy
should take
is...
a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
He finally...
Alright, skills. 2 points available. Advantage duration. Yes. Arcane bomb. I don't really understand the arcane bomb thing. Charge. Yes, I do. I'm using the charge attack considerably more now than I was. Nope, wrong button. All right. Stagger damage plus 100%. Yes. For that, what do we got now? Now strikes one additional time. Sure. Come on, Hassan. Okay. Okay. All right, map time. Return to the lighthouse. You know what? Let's do that one.
Agrees to meet for a report. Any all but calls for life. I think
you. Okay. Where? Nope, this way. Do.
It's like all the remaining blight has been drawn to this spot. Undead and crossroads. How is that possible?
And way too many of them for my liking.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, the world is just going to crap, and the people in charge don't seem to care.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
The timing can't be a coincidence. The gods must be behind this.
I bet they are. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Okay.
The fires are lit.
Rook like shiny things. Found at least 20 mementos and returned them to the caretaker. Nice. Upgrades? Okay. Let's see. All right. Anybody got things to talk about? Well, Neve definitely got to talk to Balara. Definitely got to talk to Tosh. Something's going on with man. Everyone's got stuff going on. But Nev is a timed one, so we're gonna go to that one first.
Nev, settling back in.
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it. Neve. Okay. All right, now let's start talking to people and see what's what.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Ooh.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
Just insult it right back. Assuming you know how to insult a spirit?
I've never thought about it. How would you do that? Emmerich might know. That is an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory.
Oh, nice.
Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Yep.
Good point. It came later.
Yeah, what came later?
What do you mean by it came later?
Oh, I meant later after Elvenon fell. We didn't call them the Forgotten Ones till after that. They were the bad gods. Disease, pestilence. Weren't supposed to speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane. But now we know the truth about the Evanurus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know.
Yes.
If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Evanurus.
A group of cowards hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Oh, fun.
Archive. Tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
All right. You do what you need to do.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful and try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Man, I could not handle having to deal with somebody like that. No matter how much information they had. All right.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
Bots.
Orzammar has requested I stop harassing their citizens with my talk of dwarven magic.
Okay.
Wish we had time to head down there and show them what you can do.
I don't think that would have helped.
But think how satisfying it would be.
Oh, yeah.
What's satisfying about being thrown in a Deep Roads prison? Orzammar takes its heritage very seriously.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Eh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kal Shirak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're close to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kal Shirak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
Okay.
I'm curious about Kal Shirak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the Deep Roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kal Shirak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
There must have been another way. What they did was monstrous.
Can you imagine being trapped, knowing death was coming?
But they didn't die. The rumors...
That the dwarves of Kal Shirak had to change to survive? No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask.
Fun bunch. One of you seem to have terrible luck, though. Yeah. Yeah, that's how our games... That's literally a normal game for us.
You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Okay, new quest acquired. Pet. Oh, yeah, who's a good griffin? Yes, you are. Okay, there, and then the two in there, okay. Still have to finish the other half, but I'm looking forward to more. That's great. I appreciate you checking it out. And I hope you keep enjoying it.
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise.
This game is
Chance
so
to
much
stretch
fun.
his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
All right, another quest. Man, I'm getting so many quests. It's kind of wild.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all
And
right?
this cool dragon piece
We're
with the
fine.
podcast playing in the
Just
background.
trading fashion tips.
Nice.
So what I wear is a problem.
Nice
for
use
you.
of inspiration. That's
It's
cool.
not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy.
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
Canary had gender. Blah. I love D&D. Happy to lend your support. Unfortunately, I can only lurk right now, but I hope you have. Hey, I appreciate the lurk. Lurks help. It's not about the dress. No, you won't. We can stop if you want. I hate gender roles.
I wasn't raised under the Qun, but our people believe some jobs are for men and others are for women.
Yep.
You dress like a warrior. And for Kunari, warrior is a man's job. Is that why your mother said what she said?
No. I mean...
I need to
maybe.
figure out some way to set up a
But
thing
it's
for
fine.
the lurks.
She says stuff like that all the time.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right.
Uh-oh. Transgender
Why
Canary.
does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
Oh. Yes. This makes me happy. Oh.
Hey, it's not stupid. I do like being a woman, but if you don't, maybe that's something to think about.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathas talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Oh, transgender Canary. I love it. Oh, it makes me happy. Inclusion.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Okay. And another quest picked up. All right. Anybody else got anything to say? Oh, I got to go over here. I'm not quite sure how to get over there, though. That's weird. Okay, well, that was a big old fat waste of my time. entering new area. I do like a new area.
Edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Better with an expert mage, it's better with more people, beautiful, surprising, comfy. It's fine.
I think I like it better with a necromancer in the place.
Do you?
Especially one with experience.
I must be sure to live up to expectations.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
No way! But a few people might not get it.
Oh, I'd hope to make a good first impression.
Polara's excited you're here. Everyone else just has to get to know you.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
All right. Emmerich approves. All right. All right, YouTube folks, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Come over and join me on Twitch chat. It's all kinds of fun. I was talking about a podcast. If you like podcasts and D&D, check out Dungeon Dinners and Dragon Drinks. Available wherever you find podcasts. You can get it on the ground floor because only one episode has been released so far, but more are coming. But until next time, remember, you are valid, you are loved, you matter. See ya.